Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to learn chapter 14. The fort is captured, but the lion is dead. Now, students, in this chapter, we will see that how the Kondana fort was renamed as Sinhagad Fort. Students, you must have heard the name of Sinhagad Fort, and some of you must have visited Sinhagad Fort. Now we will see in this chapter the actual story behind why this Sinhagad Fort is named as Sinhagad. Okay? Maharaj decided to have an open and direct war with Aurangzeb. Shivaji decided to capture the Kondana fort first, but Kondana was not an easy fort to win. Aurangzeb had appointed Udaybhan Rathod as the fort commander. Now, Shivaji Maharaj, he decided to fight with Aurangzeb because he wanted to capture the Kondana fort because it was in the hands of Aurangzeb. But Kondana fort was not so easy to fight and win, and Aurangzeb appointed Udaybhan Rathod as the fort commander. So Udaybhan Rathod, he was looking after the Kondana fort, and with him he had a large number of Mughals also to guard the fort. So it was not easy for Shivaji to fight and win the Kondana fort. Udaybhan was a very strict leader. He kept his troops very alert and his punishments were very hard. So everyone was very watchful on the fort of Kondana. Shivaji sent an invitation to Tanaji Malusare to lead the campaign to capture the fort. Now, Udaybhan, who was looking after the Kondana fort, he was very strict. He was a strict leader and he always kept his troops, his soldiers alert to fight any time. And he also gave them harsh punishments to make them more strong. So Shivaji and his soldiers, Marathas, they were very afraid to fight against Udaybhan because he was a very strict leader. He was very strong. Now Shivaji sent an invitation to Tanaji Malusre. Now Tanaji Malusre was with Shivaji from the beginning. He was a great fighter and he always helped Shivaji Maharaj whenever he needed. Tanaji was strong and well built, and he was very clever and he was very brave, and he was devoted to Shivaji. He always helped Shivaji whenever he was in need. Now Shivaji thought to send Tanaji Malusare in the campaign to capture the Kondana fort. Tanaji was busy with making arrangements for the wedding of his son Raiba. However, on getting the message, he and his brother Suryaji came to Shivaji immediately. When Shivaji realized that Tanaji's son was getting married, he asked Tanaji to go ahead with the wedding and carry out the mission later. Now, Shivaji sent an invitation to Tanaji to lead the campaign to capture the fort. to fight against Udayban. But Tanaji was very busy. Busy in what? He was busy in his son's wedding. Tanaji's son's name is Raiba. So he was very busy with his wedding. Now, on getting the message, he and his brother Suryaji came to Shivaji immediately. Tanaji and his brother Suryaji, both of them came to meet Shivaji. And when Shivaji heard that Tanaji's son is getting married, he thought not to send Tanaji to the campaign. To this, the loyal Tanaji said, I shall first perform the marriage of Kondana by capturing it. Raiba's wedding can wait, and marched on to recapture the fort. Shelar Mama went with Tanaji and Suryaji too for this difficult mission. Now, when Shivaji heard that Tanaji's son is getting married and Tanaji is busy in the preparation, Shivaji thought not to send Tanaji into the campaign. But what Tanaji said? Tanaji said, Raiba's wedding can wait. I must go to the campaign and I must recapture the Kondana fort. So this was his decision, Tanaji's decision. Even though his son was getting married, he left that aside and he said yes to Shivaji. He went to recapture the Kondana fort. So with Tanaji, even Suryaji and Shelar Mama went to recapture the fort. Kondana was a strong fort. It was surrounded by steep cliffs. The fort was well guarded and well armed. Not even an ant could enter the fort. Tanaji looked around the fort for a few days. It was very well guarded. Now, Tanaji was a very strong fort. Nobody could easily climb up to the fort. So, and the fort was very well guarded. Udayban was the commander. He was guarding the fort with his fellow Mughals. And not even a small ant could enter the fort. That much it was well guarded. For a few days, Tanaji looked around the fort. It was very well guarded. Now before we do anything, students, we must plan, right? Then only we will be successful in whatever we do. Without planning, we cannot do anything. So, even Tanaji, before he could fight against the Udayban and the Mughals, he planned how to enter the fort, how to fight with the Mughals. He planned everything within a few days. On a dark black night at midnight, Tanaji and Suryaji decided to attack. There was one big cliff on Kondana where no wall was built. Tanaji decided to climb that cliff and attack the fort at midnight. So Tanaji and Suryaji one midnight. So they decided to attack the fort because night time it's easy to fight because nobody could see you properly. You can go and fight. So they decided to climb the fort from a steep cliff because it was not guarded much. The other areas were well guarded, but this area was not guarded, and there was not even a wall because it was very deep. So Tanaji decided to climb that cliff in the midnight, and that time there was not even moon in the sky, so it was quite a dark area. With the help of rope, Tanaji climbed up. Once he reached up, he threw ropes for others to climb. Some 300 troops climbed up. Then the guards of Kondana realized what was going on. Now Tanaji saw that one rope was there. He climbed with the help of the rope and he reached up. Once he reached up, he threw the ropes to others to climb. So there were 300 people who were with Tanaji. So even they climbed the rope one by one. You can see in the picture. Now, while this was going on, while everyone was coming up inside the fort, the guards, those who were there guarding the fort, they realized that something was going on, that something is fishy over here. The whole fort was surprised. Udayban was furious. How did these Marathas enter the fort and from where? Udayban himself picked up his sword and shield and attacked the Marathas. Now what happened? The guards, they felt that something was going on inside the fort, and when they saw that Marathas came inside the fort, and seeing this, Udayban was furious. He was very much in confusion that how these Marathas came inside the fort and from where did they came, because the fort was well guarded. There was not even a place where one could enter into the fort. So Udayban, what he did, he himself picked up the sword and also the shield to attack the Marathas, to kill them, to fight with them. A terrible battle followed. There was blood all over Kondana. Suddenly, Tanaji and Udayban came face to face in the fight. Both of them were very good warriors. Udayban hit Tanaji's shield. Tanaji's shield broke. Now when Udayban and his Mughals saw that the Marathas entered inside the fort, they started fighting with them. So a terrible battle took place, and many people lost their life in that battle. And suddenly what happened? Tanaji and Udayban, both of them came face to face. Then they both started fighting with each other. And then what happened? Tanaji Udayban's sword hit Tanaji's shield. Shield is the thing, the round thing, which is used to protect themselves from the other's sword. So Udayban hit Tanaji's shield with the sword, and what happened? Tanaji's shield broke. Once that happened, Udayban fought with more energy and started hitting Tanaji again and again. Tanaji realized that he was going to die and attacked Udayban with energy too. Now, once Tanaji's shield was broken, Udayban, he got more energy to fight with Tanaji. He started hitting Tanaji again and again, and Tanaji, he realized, he felt that now he would die at any moment. So what he did, whatever life he had with him, he attacked back. He attacked with full of energy. Both attacked with each other with so much force that they both died. Both of them, whatever energy they had, they started fighting with each other. And finally, once they were wounded so much, they all had bruises, cuttings cuts and blood was coming from their body, and finally what happened? They both died. Seeing their leader dead, the Maratha soldiers started running away. They were scared. Now Tanaji died, and even Uddayban died. Now the Marathas, when they saw that Tanaji was dead, they became very scared. Now what they will do without him? So they started running here and there to save their lives. Tanaji's brother Suryaji was very sad that Tanaji had died, but he had no time to sit and weep. Now, when Tanaji's brother Suryaji came, he saw that Tanaji was dead. But what he did? He did not sit there and cry. He was very sad, but he did not sit and cry there. He was in fact angry that the Marathas were running away like that. Suryaji, he became angry on the Marathas because Marathas soldiers, they were running here and there to save their lives. He wanted them to continue fighting, so he went and cut off the rope by which the Marathas had climbed up the fort. Now Suryaji, he became very angry on the Maratha soldiers because they were running here and there. So what he did, he cut off the rope from which the Marathas climbed up, because he did not wanted the Marathas to go down. So what he did, he cut off the rope. Now the rope was cut, now the Marathas cannot go down. He then told the Marathas, "Don't you see your leader lying dead on the battlefield? Shame on you that you run away like this, like a bunch of cowards. Turn back and fight. Your only way to escape is gone. I have cut off the rope." Now Suryaji, he went to the Marathas and he started shouting at them. He told them, "Don't you see that your leader is dead, that Tanaji is dead in the battlefield? Are you not ashamed of this? Why are you running like bunch of cowards?" Cowards are those people who are afraid, of a situation, to face the situation. They run away from the situation when something happens wrong. They don't fight, they don't face the situation, they walk away, they run away from the situation. Those are the people, we name them as cowards. Okay, so Suryaji told them to come back and fight against the Mughals. He also told them that he cut off the rope, so there is no way that Marathas could save their lives and run back again. He said, "You have only two choices: jump over the cliff or turn around, fight and defeat the enemy." The Marathas heard this and turned around and attacked the Mughal soldiers. They won the fight and captured the fort. Now, Suryaji, he told the Maratha soldiers that you have only two choice. One choice, you can fight back to the Mughals. The other choice, you have to jump the cliff to save your life. But even if they jump, they will lose their life. Even if they don't fight with the Mughals, they will lose their life. So there is only one choice they had, to fight back with the Mughals. So when the Maratha heard this, they started fighting with the Mughals, and in this way they recaptured the Kondana fort. Jijamata and Shivaji Maharaj heard the news. Shivaji Maharaj expressed his sorrow in a single sentence: "The fort is won, but the lion is dead." So Kondana became Sinhagad in memory of the great warrior who gave his life to recapture it. Now Jijamata and Shivaji Maharaj heard the news that Tanaji lost his life. So Shivaji Maharaj, he felt really sad he expressed his sorrow in a single sentence as saying, "The fort is won, but the lion is dead." So, Tanaji was like a lion. He was strong, he was brave. So, Kondana became Sinhagad. Sinha means lion, in memory of the great warrior who gave his life to recapture it. So, on on behalf and memory of Tanaji, Shivaji named the Kondana fort as Sinhagad Fort. This event took place in 1670. Later on, Shivaji Maharaj personally went and performed the wedding of Raiba. Now, this event took place in the year 1670. Then, later on, Shivaji Maharaj, he himself went and performed the wedding of Raiba, son of Tanaji Malusre. In this way, Kondana Fort was renamed as Sinhagad Fort in memory of Tanaji.